Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Here I have an ITEHIL water purifying system. So this is a reverse osmosis system, and I'm going to kind of talk about what this is, what it does, and why you absolutely should have this as your top priority, whether you're overlanding, whether you're prepping, whether you're just going out, you're hunting, fishing, camping, or just in case the power shuts off, okay? So on the top of priorities everyone should have, food and water, right? Those are main. This is gonna give you potable drinking water. So a lot of these products you kind of see out in the market, like life straws, for example, they don't actually filter out viruses. You have to have a specific filter to filter out viruses, and the ITEHIL water purifying system does both. So it has a water filtration system, and then it also has the reverse osmosis filter. Now this RO filter right here is what basically is going to take out 99.9% of your viruses, and it's able to do that. So essentially, just to keep it simple, hybrid takes out sediment, RO takes out viruses and all the bad things that can make you very sick if you are to not filter it out properly. So this system is going to come with your hose. Okay, this is what you can, you're going to plug this in, I'm going to show you, and you throw it out into the water. And this is also going to come with your dual feeder, basically, essentially. Once this side sucks in the water, it travels through the system, and you're going to have a potable drinking water line, and you're going to have a domestic wastewater line. And essentially the domestic wastewater line is still clean water that you can use for dishes and washing clothes or stuff like that, but not necessarily the line that you would like to drink. Now, ITEHIL did also send us with a one of their cool chargers, so we can charge this thing up because it is battery operated. It has two 6,000 mAh batteries, which is awesome because when you're out, there's no pumping your water into the filter or anything. It does this thing does everything for you. It's small, compact. It's not super heavy, but it does everything for you. It has a small screen here, essentially, on, off, RO, and hybrid. And it tells you when it needs to charge. This is the inlet for hooking up your initial hose that sucks in water. And here on the back, I don't know if you can see it, this one actually says on it, drinking water. And this one actually says essentially the domesticated water. So this is the domesticated wastewater, and your left side here is the drinking water. ITEHIL's kept it really, really simple, and they've also labeled this inside here, and it tells you where these filters go. So we're going to open these up real quick, and we're going to get them inside this system. And the system's pretty cool. You don't have to prime it. You don't have to do anything. It does everything for you. So that makes it just simple. Some systems you have to prime or pump or suck the water in, get it flowing to get where it needs to go. And all right, y'all. So as I was saying, these have dedicated filter areas. Everything is on there. Essentially, all I did was you have to just push down and lock it. Moreover, I was speaking to the ability to hook this up to a solar panel, which I know for a lot of you, including myself, that's really important. If I'm out on a trail and I have carrying water is heavy. So we don't want to carry 20 gallons of water with us if we're going on a 4 or 5 day trip. So what we're going to do is we're going to just bring this. And I think this is the perfect tool to have in your tool bag, per se. Because you can use it with the solar panel, you can use it with a solar generator, and you can continuously filter water. Now, like I was saying, those the RO filter has RO membranes, reverse osmosis membranes, essentially, and it gets rid of those viruses. I mean, ITEHIL even goes as far as saying that it can, I'm not going to test this, but it can actually filter your urine. Now, we're going to hook this up because I've always wanted to play with one of these, and I'm going to make a cup of coffee, and I'm going to see if it can actually filter the coffee and bring it back to its water base, okay? So that is going to be our first test. Along with this, so you get a couple extra knickknacks. You get a nice charging cord. You got your bag, and it came with the 2 filters. Of course, along with the inlet hose and your wastewater and potable water hoses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a cup of coffee, and we're going to see if it can filter it. I'm going to test it and drink it, and then if I'm happy with what I get, I'm going to actually go and go to one of there's a bunch of ponds around here, and I'm going to throw it into a water source, and I'm going to go ahead and test that. And moreover, again, once we're further down the line and I can jump back on the road and get up to the trails, we're going to test it when we're out on the trail. All right, everybody. So to do the in-home test, I'm doing some coffee. You can see it's brown. It's coffee. We're going to have a wastewater cup here. So you're going to see coffee, wastewater cup, and then this should be our final product. It should be clear again, okay? So hang on, let me see if I have a cup without a rib on it. Here, maybe this will be a little easier for y'all to see. I'll use like this version of the cup. Those are fresh cups, so they're very, very clear. We'll be able to see it pretty easy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick the initial draw in here, and I'm gonna hit start. Whoops. So hold it down. And it's starting. You can see it immediately drawing. I'm gonna let it do its thing, and let's see if we get some fresh water out of this. Wow, that. Now, remember, keep in mind, we're not gonna get, oh my gosh, look at that. That was fast. So this is the wastewater. And gosh, I don't know if you can see this, but this is the water that's still coming out of that pump here. All right, y'all. So we have an empty cup, a lot of wastewater, right? Because I mean, coffee's dirty, so you've got all those particulates that went through the filter to come in here. And I want to show you this. We have, look at that. We have fresh water in there. Let me taste it. Yeah, tastes like water. And I just kind of want to point out what you're seeing here is when you throw this in a pond, a stream, a wetland, a brook, whatever, coffee, soda, you're going to get much less water out of it because it has to clean everything. It's going to a 2-stage filtration system. Not only does it have to clean the coffee, it's got to clean the grit, it's got to clean the taste out of it, and it's got to disinfect it, right, in order to get you back to your glass of water. So we started out, with a full cup, ended up with almost a full cup of wastewater, and maybe a half an inch to an inch of actual potable, fresh, drinkable water. So either way, on that scale, that is crazy. I mean, I think that's cool. It went from brown to a bottled water, essentially. So I think that's awesome. So our second test is I'm going to get it outside. I'm going to go find some water, and we're going to put this sucker in there, and we're going to let it run. We're going to get a full glass of water from one of these water sources that I can find around the area, and we're going to see what it can do. So stay tuned. Alright everybody, so we found a local water source. I'm going to set the machine up here, we're going to kick it on, and I'm going to show you and let you watch the machine do its thing. And I'll be jumping in when I want to mention something, but otherwise, enjoy. So this thing worked amazing. As you can see and you've seen in the video, look how clear this is. I mean, it's crystal clear, no sediment, no discoloration. Everything looks great. You can tell here with this one, there is sediment. It's kind of bubbly and it's not as perfect of a product, obviously, as the potable water. That is the wastewater, and on the right in the shaker bottle is the potable water that you can drink. So overall, this thing did absolutely amazing, and I can't give it enough praise, and just recommend that you have this as a part of your gear. All right, y'all, so we are wrapping up the ITEHIL water purification system initial review. We will be using this more on the trail, and I gotta say, this system does it all. I mean, it allows you to filter water from multiple water sources safely. Dual stage filter system, takes out parasites, takes out viruses. And I would highly recommend that you have this in your gear or at your house. You never want to be in a situation, whether it's an emergency or whether you're, again, on the trail where you run out of water. But having the ability to throw this in a freshwater source is awesome, and could, you know, essentially save your life, save others. Have a few extra filters around, keep this thing charged. Remember, it can also charge solar via solar panel, via solar generator. As long as you have those extra filters, you're going to be good to go. And keep in mind, if you're just filtering fresh water that's not heavily sedimented, these filters are going to last a long time. I believe it was even stating up to almost 500 gallons, which is a lot of water. Now, it's different if you're throwing it into murky, muddy water and then the filters are working harder. If you're just doing tap water, like from your house, it's going to last way longer. Of course, I don't have the numbers how long that filter would last. However, it does have an indicator on the unit if you need to replace the filter. So either way, you can't go wrong. They did a great job. It's safe drinking water, and you can never go wrong with safe drinking water and having this in your gear. So thank you for watching. I hope you took something from this. We will be reviewing this further on our trips, so stay tuned. And again, thank you so much. God bless.